G'day everybody, and welcome back to more Drongo, where today we are going to be opening up the Magicon Festival in a Box Secret Lair, which includes a bunch of really cool alternate art cards and also a entire box of Mystery Booster 2, which is a really neat little set or collection, I guess, of boosters that has a whole mishmash of different cards, white border and future sight borders, and also the modern borders. It is a true mystery box as to what you will get. There's some great cards in there that I would love to see, but this was released on Secret Lair for Magicon, which is being held, and I've never been to Magicon. I would love to go one year. Alas, it is too far out of my budget for that to be a realistic thing to happen. So I got this instead, which is still pretty expensive. This was $220 US, or around 350 Australian dollars. So still, yeah, very, very expensive. But yeah, there is some really, really cool stuff in here. So first off, we have I guess the box toppers, I suppose, for this, which include some nifty little things here, such as the Second City, which is a playtest card. You will see that in the mystery boosters as well, there is also these playtest cards, which have kind of like the old, they're printed in the style of the old, like, I guess, the testing of the cards back in the day. The Second City is not worth really very much. However, Ponder is, and once again I have left my chroma key on, but Ponder's worth a little bit. Kind of a cool card, beautifoiling. So this border here, you'll see me talk about this a little bit throughout this box opening. This is the Future Sight border. We also have the First Sliver, which this has been a card that a lot of people have decided they're going to pick up the single of if they haven't picked up this Secret Lair. Very highly in demand, and a beautiful Sarah the Benevolent. I love this artwork, and the foiling around the retro border as well is really gorgeous. Wow, that is a beautiful card there. So that's the, like I said, that's the box toppers, I guess you could say. Then we have the Animar and Friends. Now this one here is, I don't need the scalpel to open this one up. We can just tear. Well, we can try and tear, making a mess of this. But these artworks are super cool. I was very excited when I saw these. They are right up my alley. Let's crack these bad boys open right here. Again. And so we have the Mole Drifter in the borderless foil. I love this blue silver color, so pretty. All will be one. Again, absolutely gorgeous art style. Very like surreal, abstract sort of artwork. Very cartoony. The Benevolent Hydra. So all of these, I believe, are all by Jack Teagle, who is responsible for a few different secret lairs and cards from Magic's history. The Forgotten Ancient. Animar, the Soul of Elements, which is a really cool little legendary creature elemental with that sort of sloth sort of vibe. And then finally we have a Diagraph Colossus, which I guess is the bonus card for this. I didn't actually know this was included, but comes in that beautiful retro foil. Lovely. Okay. More absolutely gorgeous cards. And then we have, I guess, what is really the main affair, the Mystery Booster 2. Now, these are really, as I understand it, only available through Secret Lair when they do these boxes, and through Magicon itself. So these are pretty scarce, not very common to find at your local LGS. You can pick these up on the secondary market sometime, but you will be definitely paying a premium. Of course, I'm not somebody who is about buying and holding on to sealed product. I want to open it and I want to enjoy it for what it is. So 15 cards. Each one of the packs will have a Future Sight border card, a white border card, which is pretty neat, and also a what do they call, playtest card as well. So there is a whole bunch of weird, quirky, fun stuff in here. A lot of like old retro artworks, a lot of cards that I've never had the chance to open myself. So I am very, very much looking forward to opening this. The cards that we would love to see today is an Urza. That is the top hit in this box. The other things that I personally think would be really cool, that I would love to be able to add to my collection, is an Urza's Saga, a Lotus Petal, and the Future Sight Command Tower is also a pretty sought after card, and very, very cool. So here we go. We have an Imperial Oath, Spirit Link, Nephalia Smuggler, Sergi Merfolk, Undercity Informer, Cast Down, cool art, Fiery Impulse, Spitting Earth, so this is a retro border card, and I believe this would be a retro artwork as well. Very cool. Hunter's Edge, Hunter's Mark, Artstone. Okay, that's a neat little card there that I've not seen before. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And this is the white border card. So, Mystical Dispute. I think the top white border card is the Urza Saga. And then we have Shabo's Web. Oh, okay, that is a really... the little faces in the spider web there. Mischievous face looking over the top there. So creepy and interesting. And then we have a Marcia's Surprise Party. So these aren't actually for playable, like playing with. These are more just kind of like a fun little ode to, I guess, Magic's history, I guess, as far as I understand it. So that's pretty neat. Okay. Cool. First pack down. There's definitely going to be some very cool things in here that I just have not had the chance to experience before, but I imagine as well, if you've been playing Magic for a while, there's probably some little hits of nostalgia here and there for you. We have the Core Cartographer, the Step Links, Spell from Orazka, Shifting Sliver. That's a very interesting little artwork there. Oh, okay. Here you go. Nice little retro border. We have a Blood Pact. Creepy. The purple on that one was lovely. Raise the Dead. Man, look at that little creepy face in there. That is so cool. Lunar Frenzy. Orcish Lumberjack. Dream Pod Druid. Edge Troll. Ancient Excavation. Bone Crusher Giant. Oh yeah, he's getting really into that. And an Aethersworn Canonist for our white border card. And a Goblin King. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that artwork. Oh man. I know I spend a lot of time talking about and defending a lot of the new Magic artwork in sets. Runed Terror. But I do genuinely think that there is a lot of the new Magic artwork is just so good. And I think there is especially like within the old guard, the veterans of the hobby, there's a lot of people that like to kind of like look down on it because it's not Magic artwork. It's not the same. It's a different vibe from the retro. Like the retro artwork, I think with their artists, they were a lot more prescriptive. They had a much more consistent theme and art style between them. But even then, like the retro artwork, they did still have weird little more characterful, memorable cards like this. Like that is still really cool and very different from, you know, some of these other retro artworks. And I just think it's so cool. Like the diversity and the all kinds of different artworks. It's so cool. Aliced of Life's Bounty. Samurai of the Pale Curtain. That's a really beautiful artwork there with the moon and stuff in the background. Dreamscape Artist. Breakthrough. Unburial Rites. Oh man, the desperation. Stuck in the Crypt. Cartouche of Ambition. Rupture. Burning Palm Effect. And that artwork is very cool. And again, I guess like that's not really an artwork that you would probably see in modern Magic, but it is cool, but it isn't necessarily better, in my opinion, than modern Magic art. Abyshin Beastmaster. Baloth Woodcrasher. Demir Infiltrator. Dragon Lair Spider. One. And we have a Veteran Explorer for our white border card. And then we have a Kataki War's Wage. Interesting, okay. All artifacts have, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this artifact unless you pay 1. Interesting, okay. A very interesting card. And then we have our Luxior Ignited test card. I just think it's a very interesting conversation that I think sometimes gets spoken about as if it's like an objective truth rather than a matter of personal preference when it comes to Magic's history and artwork and how it's changed and developed over time. True Love's Kiss. Avian Changeling. Provican Sorcerer. Ilara Master Polymorphist. Like the little rabbit and crocodile there. Fell Stinger. And that's be creepy looking with the zombie scorpion and the horse there. Crippling Fatigue. Wow. Smash to Dust. Purifying Dragon. The Glamour. Ocame Adversary. Grizzly Savage. Vindicate. What is happening in this artwork? I have no idea what I'm looking at there. Wonder what that's meant to be depicting. Rose of Chaos. And then we have a Tinder Wall. Interesting. Sacrifice a Tinder Wall. The green card that sacrifices for red mana. Interesting. Okay. And then we have the Glade of the Pump Spells. It's a tree flexing on them. That's wacky. Okay. But yeah, so it's, I mean, for me, like, because a lot of this stuff was before my time from the hobby, it is just a really enjoyable experience to kind of put myself in the shoes of somebody else who's been in the hobby for much longer. Refuse to Yield. Vanished into Eternity. Cerulean Wyvern, the retro border there. Apprentice Sorcerer, a weird little wacky card there. Christopher Rush artwork. Arch Fiend of Sorrows, damn. Face there. Withered Wretch. Cindercloud. Hoarding Dragon. Norwood Archers. Another very interesting looking retro artwork there. The original Reach, I guess, before Reach was a keyword, I suppose. Llanowar Visionary. And then we have a Cryptic Spires Borderless. What is this artwork? As you create your deck, circle 2 of the colors below. Cryptic Spires enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 mana of either of the circled colors. What? That can't be a playable card, is it? That is so weird. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know anything about that card. Hell's Caretaker, that reads like a playtest card to me. And then we have a Sword of the Meek. That is a gorgeous artwork. The piercing through the void there, the bright colors, the vibrancy. Absolutely gorgeous. And a Thassa's Oracle. Wow. That is a neat little card there. I think that's one of the $10 plus cards. And we have a Madlands. Yeah, I'm interested about the Cryptic Spires. I've never heard of a land that works like that before, and I don't know how that could be playable in like Commander or something. So, oh, interesting. I'll have to have a look into that and whether that is actually a legally playable card. If it is legal, what formats is it? Okay, what have we got next here? We have a Phantom Flock, Birth of Melitus, Mental Note, Turnabout, Sir Conrad the Grim, Ozhov Enforcer, Onslaught, Zada Hedron Grinder, Iron Hoof. It's a very cool little retro border card there. We have Crashing Boars, Savage Lands. Oh, so that's a tri-land. Oh, neat. That must be worth at least a little bit, I'd imagine. And then we have a Pernicious Deed. Really interesting artwork there. The different colors and the stark contrast. Iona Shield of Emria. Miria. And a Natural Order. Very cool artwork again. I love artworks that really focus on the naturalized too. I love artworks that really have a high level of contrast and the composition just all works together, pulling in the same direction, really drawing your eyes in. I think that's really, really cool. All right. So, Spirit and Dahl. Tenacity. Referee Squad. So we've got the homunculuses, they're back, this homunculus gang. Invisible Stalker, just a coat and a hat in the rain. Moonglove Changeling. Dude, I love the color palette. He used purples and the transitions, and then this little creepy fella walking across in the foreground. That's really neat. Severed Strands. Experimental Synthesizer. Wrath of Daragaz. Bellowing Tangleworm. Bookworm. All of the worms right now. Ink Fathom Infiltrator. Creepy little looking thing there. Iron Scale Hydra. Dead Ringers. And a Forest Bear. I think this retro art bear is pretty memed on. Just, it does look kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah, but that's cool. Nice. I've seen people talk about that artwork before, opening retro packs and stuff. So yeah, that's nifty. Now that I've got one of my own, got a classic bear. Okay. Next up we have Nightwing Glider, Desperate Lunge, Endrol Drake, Tide Skimmer, Elspeth Nightmare. Okay, I think that's a new one to add to the collection with the saga. Zombie Cutthroat, Explosive Welcome, Renegade Warlord. That is a really interesting little artwork there. Wow, look at that. Curse of Predation, Sky Snare Spider, a beautiful Mountain Valley. Look at that. Comes into play tapped, and I can sacrifice it to search for a mountain or forest card, put it into play, and shuffle my library afterwards. That is gorgeous. And we have a Quain, Inertant Meddler, Rabbit Wizard. Interesting. And then we have a Temporary Truce. Two armies in the background facing off against each other. And a Serenity. Wow, that is a gorgeous artwork as well. Absolutely stunning. And a Terry Pin Turbo Turtle. Look at that artwork. Terry Pin. What a little cutie. Doing his thing. That's really cool. The Speedy Turtle. So apologies as well if I do miss any cards that I should probably be a little bit more excited about, or make note of. Not massively familiar with a lot of these cards, especially if they are well outside of my time in the hobby. Mentor of the Meek, Veteran Armorer, Tezzeret's Gambit, Spined Megalodon. Damn, that is a big boy, or a very small ship. Spark Reaper, Nightfire Giant. That's really cool artwork there. The dark colors and the cool bluey purpley chest. Rapacious Dragon, Unchained Berserker, Wood Elves, the Snake Pit, Pearl Shard. That's pretty. Peer into the Abyss. Nice. That's a half decent little card there to pull. I run this in my Tiny Bone deck, really. Very nice. That's quite useful, quite playable in some decks. Shell Pierce. And a Mana Flare. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. Very handy. And an Intangible Vibes. Kind of what we're going for here on this channel. I know there's always a conversation to be had around skipping through and getting to the big pulls, the exciting stuff. But here on this channel, we are all about the vibes, the excitement of opening up each and every pack, taking our time to enjoy each card, because the artists and the actual people that design the cards all put so much time and effort into them. All deserve their own little moment in the sun. Lagona Band Trailblazer. Such a priest. Dude, this is so creepy looking. So disconcerting. Gepanzer Wasserwanderer. Is this just a German card randomly in here? I did not know that was a this is a possible thing. The Neurock. Dude, I speak a little bit right of them, then one with, yeah, I do not know enough German to understand what's going on there. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that there would be other languages in this set. Interesting. Olran's Invocation, Virtues Ruined, Light Beetle, Outmaneuver, Searing Blaze, Woodland Changeling. What is going on there with that little critter? It's kind of giving like vibes of that episode of Mr. Burns when he's like, everybody thinks he's an alien in the woods and he's like glowing. Giving that energy. Nissa's Judgment, Containment Construct, Archivist of Ogma, Electa Ufe, and a Contagion. Oh, very yucky card. And a Call from the Grave. Look at these funky little bone boys doing their thing there. Beautiful. So yeah, if you have gotten this far in the video, I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that you're enjoying coming along on this ride with me. And I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe to the channel and maybe let me know down below what your favorite artwork is from this opening so far. And just a reminder, once we hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, we will be opening up a collector booster box of Innistrad Remastered. That's super exciting. For Celebrant, Master of Arms, Voyager Drake. Ulpy Guide. Love the mane of that little creature there. Bogart Harbinger. Oh my god, I think I have just found my... This is me in a magic card. This is great. Little Goblin Shaman. This may be my favorite artwork so far. That is super cool. I love how goofy he is. Skull Snatcher. Young Red Dragon. Fire Blast. Titanoth Rex. Venom Spout Brachus. Renatic Sliver. We're getting a good couple of slivers here. Farchild Betrayer of Eliodor. Ancient Grudge. And a Mana Bond. At the beginning of your end step, you may reveal your hand and put all land cards from it onto the battlefield. If you do, discard your hand. That doesn't sound terribly good, to be honest. Unless you just have only lands in hand. Bridget, who has seen some stuff. Again, kind of a mood. Yeah, there's some really weird, janky, kind of funky cards in this, it feels like. Like a lot of old cards, I think, aren't always super playable, but they are fun. And it is kind of nice to have what is a really diverse collection of cards to add to my deck building collection. Cleric Class. Spirit Mantle, I love that, that's beautiful. Have a Spiketail Drake. Viral Drake. Indulgent Tormentor, very intimidating. Necrotal. Flame Javelin. Dwarven Recruiter. That's neat. Okay, I didn't know. I don't think I've ever had a Dwarven card in Magic before. Is this something that got phased out? Because I cannot remember opening up a set before and having dwarves in it. Dwarven Tribal. Wall of Blossoms, that's pretty. A River Bear, this time slight mix up from the Forest Bear. Goldvein Pick. Cavalier of Flame. And we have a Mystic Sanctuary. It's a land. Enter the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more islands. When it enters untapped, you may put an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to the top of your library. I guess that's okay. Not... I guess it is a basic land though. It's just a land island. Interesting. Okay. Dark Ritual. Wow, look at that artwork. That is really neat. Rebecca Guai. Very neat. Okay. Like that. I've not seen that card in the Future Sight border before. And then we have Common Black Removal. Alright, so I think we're about halfway through the box so far. We've seen a lot of very cool artworks. I think the best card we've seen so far has been the Thassa's Oracle out of the mystery boosters. I could be missing over some really good ones, who knows. Supply Runners. Perimeter Captain. Ideas Unbound. What is going on there? Who's this little fella sucking stuff outside of the brain or putting it in? I'm not sure. Hydro Lash. Endless Scream. Dude, look at this. And the mouths in the background. That is really interesting. The proportions are a little bit wacky though. Ruthless Knave. Blade Sliver, another sliver there for the collection. We have a Rites of Initiation. Bindhorn Elder. Masked Vandal. Decanter of Endless Water. A Questing Beast. Interesting little three-headed dude. And Yorion the Sky Nomad. Legendary creature, bird serpent, and it has companion. Interesting. Oh. And a Crackdown. Another Rebecca Guy artwork. Very distinctive. And a Where What? Where what? What? Okay, Basari's Acolyte. Resolute Reinforcements. Old Water Snapper, Big Turtle Boy. Have a Ruin Crab. Aphotic Wisps. Not loving the composition, but the color palette is good. Flash of Malice. Rabbit Battery, excuse me, what? Rabbit Battery. That's a interesting thought. Kudos to whoever thought that one up. And we have a Ranunap Ruins. A Desert Land. Add colorless. A 1 life to add Rad Mana. And pay 4 to sacrifice Desert. And have it deal 2 damage to each opponent. Which seems like a lot of mana for not much effect. But I guess if you're running red, then you could end up with some doublers and combo interaction and stuff that could make that better, but that doesn't feel incredible. Storm the Seed Core. Orgo Thran Opportunist. Burning Tree Emissary. Booth of Nissa. Nice. And then we have a Fairy Macabre. That artwork. Wow, that is really creepy. Great composition too. Love that. That is really nice. And a Counterbalance. The 2 elemental effects hitting each other there. Very nice. And Chi. Friend to maybe too many. Love how charming the playtest cards are. They're really nice. Definitely a nice change of pace from opening tokens, that's for sure. And we start off with an Angelic Blessing, little hummingbird and angel. That's very cute. Sunblade Angel. Whoa, 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 hang on. How much? 6 mana for flying, first strike, vigilance, lifelink, 3/3. Good lord. That is expensive. This has got a bit going on though. Narcolepsy. Ohm Raider. Blood Chief's Thirst. Necrolagia. What on earth is going on here? Grimrock Knight. Another dwarf. Okay, hello there, little dwarf boy. We have a Goblin Wizardry. Season of Growth. Rollbred Guardian. Orn Power Stone. Little mana rock there. Narset's Reversal. And we have a Khan the Great Creator, legendary planeswalk in the white border. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponents control can't be activated. On your next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its mana value. Reveal an artifact card from your own, from outside the game? What? Or choose a face-up artifact card you own in exile and put it into my hand. That's hilarious. Excuse me? And a Pact of Negation in the foil. Wow, look at that. I think that's our first foil of the future sites. That is beautiful. Really pretty. I don't think that's one of the better ones, but still. And we have a Don't Worry About It. There is definitely some weird and wacky cards. Are the white border cards just not standard legal? Is that how that works? I don't actually know. Seems like a really odd ability. Temporal Isolation. Guildhide Dragon. Probe. Rewind. Shepherd of Rot. Zombie Cleric there. Swarm of Rats. Look at that little rat boy face there. Oh man, he's having a day. Good lord. Why are the teeth so humanoid? Very upsetting. Torch of Breath. Swelter. Utopia Sprawl. That is a gorgeous color palette there for a card. Very, very vibrant. Evolutionary Escalation. Backdown Construct. Art the Water Veil. And then we have an Unholy Heat. Hunting Cheetah. Junned 'em out. Junned 'em out? I think on average, each one of these boxes should have around 2 foil future sight cards. Very uncommon, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get something good in the foil. We have a Shepherd of the Lost. Barbed Spike. Sea Scryer. Shoreline Ranger. That is a beautiful, beautiful artwork there. Massacre. Oh man, what on earth? My guy is definitely looking down the barrel there. Holy. You are already dead. Destroy a target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Or a card. That actually seems a little inflexible, but probably playable. Goblin Instigator. Mog Conscripts. Beast Attack. Muscle Burst. Oh man, look. That guy's little head. Oh my goodness. Letter of Acceptance. Bishop of Wings. That is gorgeous as well. Wow. What a beautiful composition. And we have a Boyuka Bog. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Perhaps for black mana. That's a useful little card there. And we have a Proteus Staff. Dude, what is Staff of Hands? Very creepy. And a 2x4. It's literally just a creature made out of 2x4s. Amazing. I love it. Yeah, so we got some interesting land cards over the course of this opening so far. Add to my mana base. Clarion Spirit. I love this artwork. It almost feels like the aurora is happening in the background there. Abiri Vindicator. What is happening here? Level up. Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever had a card with like a level up function like this before. That's cool. Cloud Spirit. Killer Whale. Hello there, friend. You can pay 1 mana to have it gain flying. That's great. Corpse Auger. Blood Curdle. I love the purples on that. Annex Hardened in the Forge. Intimidating demigod creature there. Battle Squadron. Numbra Worm. Streetwise Negotiator. Elfheim Palace. And we have a Sorin Solemn Visitor. I have not gotten a Sorin before. This is my first time with Sorin. I do think I prefer the artwork for Sorin from the Innistrad Remastered set, but this is all nice and cool. I like that we got a nice little Planeswalker there. Heck yeah. Awesome. And we have a Treasure Cruise. And a Hull Breacher. Go. The Merfolk in there. And Rule with an Even Hand. We have 6 packs to go here. Let's see if we can't get a Lotus Petal or an Urza's Saga. That'd be pretty neat. We have a Silver Knight. 2 cards at a time there. A Wall of Glare. Turtle Shell Changeling. Look at this guy's little face. Oh, that's so cool. What a great artwork. I love that. Ron Spencer. Beautiful. Orphorian Eye. Reign of Filth. I love that we've got so many cards without getting duplicates. So many cool things here. Beast. Demir Houseguard. Our first split card here with a Dead and Gone. Or a Cone of Flame. Bushwhack. Classic. Scale Up. A Frostmarsh. A nice little snowland for us. Uyan. Silent Tempest. And we got another Planeswalker, Jace Balerion. Each player draws a card, target player draws a card, and target player mills 20 cards in the white border there. I don't think Jace Balerion is one of the valuable Jaces, but still nice. We have a Norwood Priestess, and the artwork has some charm, but I'm going to be polite and say I don't think that's one of the better ones. We have the Mother's Yamazaki. Crack on to the next one. We've pulled a few Planeswalkers. Nice. Eliod's Punishment. Silver Flame Squire. Dakara Mystic. Dream Thrush. Mindrack Harpy. I love that the wings and stuff almost blend into the same color and texture of the border of the card. That's interesting. We have a Peat Bog. Comes into play with 2 depletion counters on it. Tap to remove a depletion counter from it. Add 2 black mana from your mana pool. If there are no depletion counters on the bog, sacrifice it. Oh, okay. So it gives you more mana than a normal land, but it can only be used a couple of times. That's really interesting. Brave. You can imagine that being playable in a deck that allows you to play lands from your graveyard. Be kind of interesting. Shower of Coals. All of Roots. Wickerbow Elder. Poison Tip Archer. Hushbringer. Wow, that is a interesting artwork there. The big lips. A Tarnished Citadel with the white border. It Add 1 mana of any color, but it will deal 3 damage to you. See that being workable in Commander. We have a Merchant Scroll. Very nice. And a Boltfire. I think it's interesting because I play primarily Commander. Looking at some of these older cards that predate the format by a long distance and then looking at them and going, okay, can I make this work in Commander? Kind of fun. Belfry Spirit. Mist Meadow Sulk. What a great artwork. I love that art style. Ithkin Rogue. So that's by Omar Rayan. Rayan? Really cool. Suit Up. Deceiver Exarch. Deadly Dispute. Call the Bloodline. Inspired Tinkering. Might Golem. Masked Admirers. That's creepy. I don't like that. That's very unsettling. Far Wanderings. Angel's Trumpets. Gadok Teague. Look at this grumpy old Kithkin advisor here. And we have a Snow-Covered Swamp. Basic Snowland Swamp. Interesting. That's cool. I like this style here. That's very neat. And we have a Meekstone. Creatures with power 3 or greater don't untap during their controller's untap steps. 1 cost artifacts. Interesting. Alu Town. Really interesting. Alright, last 3 packs here in the video. Come on, give me something really big. It's really juicy here. We have an Aerial Responder, Faith Unbroken, Wart, Shadow Rift, Roll Parasite, creepy, Revenge of the Ravens, Mog Raider, this little goblin dude. Good and go. Bloodmark Mentor, Sudden Spinnerets, Elven Bow, Temporal Spring, Grim Hireling, and a King's Assassin. And a Reset. Untap all lands you control. Cast this only during an opponent's turn after their upkeep step. Huh. I could see that being very useful for blue players. Gobland. Land creature, Mountain Goblin. A cute little fella. An ultimate pack magic here. A little rub for luck. Where's my second foil? Second foil future sight. Is it going to be this pack or the last? Or will we get the low average, I guess? Is possible. Somebody's got to. Irregular Cohort. Ajani's Welcome. Zephyr's Embrace. Scion of Glaciers. Thirsting Bloodlord. Harsh Flitter. Big Score. Volatile Claws. Garavoras. This is a different language again. Interesting. I had no idea that was a thing that could happen in this set. We have a Treetop Village. Comes into play tapped, add 1 green mana to your mana pool, or I can pay 2 and have it become a green 3/3 creature with trample until the end of the turn. Creature still counts as a land. Interesting. Chromatic Sphere. Yes, and Iris, God of Victory. Expressive Iteration. And a Termord's Crypt. Wow, that is a beautiful artwork. And exile target player's graveyard. I could see that being against some certain decks. And a Dwarven Confluencer. Okay, last pack. What are we in for here? Last pack magic. Come on. I think I will be a little bit disappointed if we only get one foil Future Sight in the whole box. But I do know it is on average 2. Lord Sliver. All of Swords. Shipwreck Dowser. Miscalculation. Flashbag Marauder. What on earth is going on there? I guess if somebody asked me to imagine what I would call a flashbag, that probably is pretty close to it. We have a Flesh Eater Imp. Exuberant Fuseling. Electrostatic Field. Destiny Spinner. Tear Asunder. Quicksand. Sacrifice Quicksand. Target attacking creature without flying gets -1/-2 until end of turn. Okay. I can see that being somewhat useful. Balance. And a snow-covered mountain there. There we go. Gorgeous. Really like these lands. And our final Future Sight is an Elvish Reclaimer, and it's not in the foil either. Damn, wow. Only one in the entire box. That's rough. And a Penumbra Umbra. There we go. So, got some really cool cards in there. I don't think we got anything big. I don't even think we came even close to the value of the box, but this is the breakdown of what we paid for the box and what we actually pulled in terms of the value of the cards and net difference. Of course, as always with these videos, the point is not to get the most amount of value. Of course, it's always nice, but the main reason why we do this is so that we get to enjoy the cards. Number one, the experience of opening them and the artworks and everything, but also number two, so I get to enjoy these cards in the future by playing with them and building decks around them and having them in my arsenal of things that I can use. That is the main reason. These are not investments. These are a game. They're here to be played. So regardless of how we did, I'm happy. I enjoyed this experience. I've never been to MagicCon, like I said, so this was a fun little way to kind of feel involved in the festivities. And even if we didn't get anything incredible, these other Secret Lair artworks are absolutely gorgeous. And we did get some really cool things here, like the first Sliver and the Ponder, the Serra, the Benevolent as well. So yeah, really happy about that. Thank you so much again for watching. If you've gotten to this point, please consider subscribing and supporting the channel. Leave a comment down below in the description of the video as to which was your favorite artwork from this video. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.